close to a touchdown. Second down and 2 yards for the first. Brown again, bouncing, finding space. Touchdown, Cincinnati. You want a fast start? How about a 12-play touchdown drive? Fourth down from the half-yard line. Sanders to the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. There is a flag down on the near sideline. Kevin Stefanski, you saw him rubbing his front. Did someone not declare on the field? Officials are discussing. You go from a celebration to a tense anticipation.
It is a touchdown. There is no foul on the play.
It is a touchdown. Rocket Sand. Cody Ford lined up at the fullback spot of the backfield. Extra jumbo package on 3rd and goal. Play action. Burrow throws wide open. Touchdown. Noah Fant. His first Bengals touchdown gives Cincinnati the lead. Flacco. Over the middle, into the end zone. Cedric Tillman, touchdown, and the Browns lead.
And we talked about Joe Burrow and a throw he had.
Gets the first shot.
He played one defensive snap last week that sank him. Play action. Jones to the left. Caught. Farrell rumbling towards the goal line. Luke Farrell with his first NFL touchdown. They were teammates in Jacksonville a year ago, and now they hook up for 6 in New Orleans. What have you done for me lately? Absolutely. So now it's another 3rd down for Spencer Rattler and the Saints. Minute 20 until halftime. 3rd and 6. Rattler, pressure coming, floats it down the sideline, one-on-one for Johnson. Makes the adjustment, it's a touchdown! What a catch! Juwan Johnson for 6.
Football is such a crazy game. I mean, we watched Juwan Johnson drop 2 very easy. Doesn't make sense, right? You'll never be able to do it if you get that first down inside the 2. So a shot to the end zone, expect right here from San Francisco.
And here it comes. Mac Jones in a clean pocket, floats it from McCaffrey, makes the catch. Touchdown, San Francisco. Picture-perfect throw from Mac Jones to Christian McCaffrey to cap a beautiful 2-minute touchdown drive.
Watch in the red zone, and every touchdown is worth 6 points. It doesn't matter where you score it from, so don't hold back.
Rattler on the roll, fires, Shaheed caught a touchdown. Rashid Shaheed for 6, and the Saints down just 3 in the 3rd.
Mario said it is so special to see the impact we can have.
Yep, no doubt about that as they find Jennings running free. Juwan Jennings gonna take it in for a San Francisco touchdown. 42 yards from Jones to Jennings for 6.
What a throw by Mac Jones. Before we get to the end of this game, but
So back to work for New Orleans on 1st and goal. Rattler on a quick toss to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans, Devon Vele. What a strike from Rattler to Vele. 6 on the board, and New Orleans within 6.
So Upton Stout is their slot player. So now you've got Jason Pinnock, your safety. I guarantee you, Coach Schwartz was ramping his guys up. They do not get a touchdown here.
Play action. Love on the roll. The pump. Pressure comes. He finds his open man, and it's a touchdown. John Fitzpatrick's first NFL touchdown.
And because you can't get any pressure onto Jordan Love on the bootleg.
Flacco turns, gives it to the rookie, Judkins into the end zone. It's a Cleveland touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying it up in the 4th.
Aiden Huntington is a...
They need the 2 for the 1st. Jones under center, turns, hands to Warren. Warren barrels inside the 2 and is down at the 1. No, it's a touchdown. Warren into the end zone for 6, and the Colts take a 9-3 lead.
Well, we saw a little old school play last week. They went back to a play that was popular when I was playing the teammates with a good downfield block.
11 seconds to work with here, no timeouts. Stafford into the end zone. Devontae Adams with the touchdown. And the 96-yard Rams drive puts 6 on the board and grabs the lead late first half.
We had
10 plays, 88 yards so far. Jonathan Taylor, the single back. Jones will turn, play action. Flag is down. Jones to the end zone, caught for the touchdown by Michael Pittman. And the Colts take the lead.
Offside, number 0. That penalty's declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
Byron Young offsides. Michael Pittman's 3rd touchdown grab of the
with it until the defense stops it. They've struggled to stop that play right there to Puka Nacua all afternoon.
4th and 2, down a touchdown. 3:25 to go, they'll go. Stafford looking, throws. Nacua with the catch and the touchdown. When in doubt, there's Puka Nacua. His 13th catch of the day, and the Rams an extra point from tying it up.
And Matthew Stafford has always had that guy to go to, Calvin Johnson, back in his days with the Detroit. Sometimes look unstoppable.
First down and 10 at the 12. Matthew Stafford, 49 game-winning drives in his career. Trying to start one here, and he's got Atwell all alone. 2-2 Atwell. And it's 2-2 goodbye. One play, 88 yards, and 2-2 takes it for 6. Nothing like saving your first catch for your best cat. 2nd and 9. St. Brown in motion, play action. Look in that direction. Goff will check it short to Laporta at the 10. Laporta with a little stiff arm, up in the air and in for 6. Sam Laporta with an acrobatic touchdown to give the Lions the early lead. Montgomery in the Wildcat. Former high school quarterback takes the snap. He'll throw. End zone touchdown. Brock Wright as Montgomery back home, airing it out like he did in Mount Healthy High School for 6. And it's 13-0 Detroit.
Go, Graham.
It's Laporta in motion. Swing it out to Gibbs with blockers in front. Gibbs weaving through traffic. Inside the 5. Fights his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
This is a great effort by Jahmyr Gibbs. Again, they're going to grind on you. You know, we use that term grit a little bit freely, but this team really embraces that mentality.
Here's Montgomery again. Jump cut to the outside. Montgomery into the end zone with the record tire. The 14th time as teammates that David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs have each reached the end zone, and Montgomery does it on his home turf.
And Kiki gets to see that.
Browning changing it up. First down and 10. Surveying the situation, nobody open, in some trouble. Browning on the move, throwing for the end zone, looking for Chase. He pulls it in, touchdown! Oh, what a catch by Jamar Chase for 6.
I'm Trey Flowers out on the field with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins across the field from him.
3rd and 14. Browning with time. Late pressure comes. Open down the sideline. Drops it in. Jamar Chase will walk in for his 2nd touchdown of the day. 64 yards. And the Bengals are back in it in the 4th.
Just a bad choice by Amik Robertson. What's going to beat you? An in route?
2nd and 8 from the 12. Here comes Gibbs into the backfield.
Yes.
From the 12. Goff looking for the end zone. It is caught. Isaac to Slaw with the touchdown. And on a warm day in Cincinnati, the Snow Angel in the end zone to celebrate Slaw's 2nd Lions touchdown.
You know, because the spacing is so condensed here for the defense to be able to cover less ground.
2nd and goal. Browning to the end zone, diving catch. Higgins touchdown. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown catch of the season, and the Bengals with their 3rd touchdown in the 2nd half. It's 35-23 in the 4th. Offense that scored on 65% of its possessions this year, looking for an opening drive touchdown for the first time. Jones will throw on 1st and goal to the goal line. Warren is in. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. Roaring out of the gates, the Colts up 6-0 early. On the line, Gaines in the backfield, 3rd and goal. McBride in motion. Looking for running room. Bam Knight to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona. And the Cardinals with an answer, marching it in for 6. Jones on the roll, chased by Calais Campbell, trying to get to the goal line. He'll get there. Touchdown, Colts.
You know,
including Gaines in the backfield. Bam Knight, the running back. McBride, the motion man. Brissett on the roll, floats it for McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride with his second touchdown catch of the year, and Arizona takes the lead on the road.
Well, you'll hear the players talk about eye discipline. Down on him, knowing he's going to take that hit.
First down and 10. Cardinals on the move in a tie game. Brissett will throw underneath. It's caught. Dortch down the sideline and into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Arizona. There is a flag down, though, at the 4. And the Cardinals take the lead on the Dortch touchdown catch.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown. Holding defense number 29. This penalty is declined. We'll go to the try.
And this is another one. We've mentioned this, a place ball that leads to the interception. That had the potential, if not for the great catch by Alec Pierce.
Second down and goal. Jones, pressure comes, floats it back in the end zone, caught! It's Josh Downs with the touchdown! What a time for his first touchdown grab of the year.
And I tell you,
second and goal. Toss play, Taylor to the edge, to the end zone. The Colts take the lead in the 4th.
level and get a man on a man so you got your back that's free to make the move.
From the eye, Swift, cut back, hops into the end zone, touchdown Chicago.
Because what happens when you start to have success running the football in one direction? Well, that defense is going to
And Taylor's that guy right now. So it's second and goal. Manungai to the end zone, and there's his first NFL touchdown.
This is really
Finish this drive. Second and 10. Looked like movement early on the right side as he throws to the end zone, and it's Olave leaping high for 6. The Saints take it down the field because of course they do.
Of course, why not? You know, hey, 4 yards versus 4.
Changing it up on 3rd and 4. Has time, floating for the end zone for Olave, and he hangs on for a Saints touchdown. Second touchdown catch of the afternoon for Chris Olave, and the Saints are very much alive in Chicago.
With a blitz coming at you.
10th play of this drive for the Texans. Stroud looking for 6, open touchdown. Jaden Higgins, his second of the year. Four-man pressure, Jones for Kittle in the end zone, and it is caught! George Kittle, surrounded by Texans, snares the touchdown, and the 49ers are on the board late first half. National Tight End Day. Why not go to the founder, George Kittle?
Oh, is one of the things that I wrote down after we talked to Mac Jones. You know, one great job.
Dalton Schultz and Braxton Berrios back out there for Houston. 3rd down and 7. Pressure coming. Stroud stands in, finds the open man down the the sideline, into the end zone. Xavier Hutchinson with the touchdown. A march from the 6 and play of this drive. Play action. Looking. It's caught. Jake Tonjes. National Tight End Day has 2 in the end zone for San Francisco. And the Niners very much alive deep in the heart of Texas.
Yeah, great job right here. Now they got to get the 2-point play, right? You don't know when you're going to get another drive.
Play clock at 1. The snap comes to Nix. Backside pressure from Hunter. Floats it down the sideline. Looking for the pay dirt. It's Courtland Sutton. It's a touchdown. 30-yard connection. And the 4th touchdown of the year for Sutton ties it up.
Yeah, I don't know if Derek Stingley thought
on the sidelines to start off this first down. Nix looking with time, floats it alone on the sideline. Harvey will walk in for a Denver touchdown. He scored 3 last week. He's got his first today, and they'll go for 2 to tie it up.
Well, he's got to maneuver.
It's Jones to the left, and Jones to the end zone. Vikings on top early in Minnesota.
Let him run in after the catch.
And Justice Hill to the goal line, trying to burrow in for the touchdown. No signal yet. There it is. Touchdown, Baltimore. And now an 18-10 lead as they cash in on the Price fumble on the kickoff return.
Yeah, and the big thing there, what's been going on all afternoon, is that blitzer bluff with Brian Flores in this defense. They had everybody walked up, and
3 tight ends. Baltimore will shift. Jackson on the roll, back of the end zone, and it is caught. Mark Andrews with the touchdown.
Well, you just showed the same thing going the other direction. A little bit tighter formation, more of a...
Back at the 10. McCarthy to the back of the end zone. It's Naylor reaching out. He got his feet in. It's a touchdown. What a throw, what a catch. 6 on the board for Minnesota.
And I tell you, Carl, what a great job hustling to force him to punch it in here from the 1-yard line.
Officially a 98-yard return from the 1. McCaffrey, a jump cut and in for a touchdown. And in the blink of an eye, the 49ers have the lead.
The best Brock Purdy he can be at this stage of the season.
Changing things up, play clock under 5. Here's Purdy. Looking for it all. He's got Kittle there. It's caught. Touchdown, San Francisco. I'm thinking he's back.
That's 3 really, really nice throws.
And the handoff Left side, got an opening, and in for the touchdown is Bam Knight. Massive answer by the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, this is what that defender has the right to that real estate. And was that Luke Farrell just initiating the contact, or did Max Melton jump into his way as he was releasing?
Here's Purdy, McCaffrey all alone. He'll walk in for a touchdown.
Well, this is the second time that they've gotten a matchup down here, and this is a great job.
Purdy floats it back in the end zone. All alone is George Kittle. His second touchdown catch of the day, and the 50th touchdown catch of his career.
He does a great swim move to get over the top of Jalen Thompson and then break to the outside.
2022 season, spent all of last year on the practice squad. Brissett to the end zone, fits it in for the touchdown to Trey McBride.
I tell you what, this is some kind of throw by Jacoby Brissett. I mean, Curtis Robinson is in great offense. Did not have a run of 20-plus yards going into Week 11.
First and goal, toss play, McCaffrey, blockers in front, breaks a tackle, touchdown, Christian McCaffrey, the cherry on top for the San Francisco 49ers. He's a ball of clay. He's just anxious to get the chance to mold the young linebacker even more. 2nd and 6. Brissett to the end zone, open is Dortch for the touchdown. And the Wake Forest product, who was released 6 times in his first 3 seasons, has his second touchdown catch of the year.
We talk so much about Jackson Smith and Jigba, but don't forget about that guy right there. I mean, he's on this Seahawks team. Not a lot of stats this year, but really a great asset that they've brought in.
Darnold with time, going up top for Jackson Smith, and Jigba drops it in the bucket, and he will backpedal for a touchdown. What a throw, what a catch. 6 on the board from 63 out.
This is what this offense does, and now getting back to some of those explosive pass plays.
On 2nd and 4, play action. Darnold to the end zone, Smith and Jigba with his second touchdown of the day. 13 yards, and Seattle storms down the field to grab 6 out of the locker room. First punt of the day for Michael Dixon. DK. Backpedaling, great pump by Dixon all the way to the 12. DK trying to get to the outside. He does, he's got a wall of blockers. DK to midfield and beyond. All the way down the sidelines. DK will take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. A special teams play from 90 yards for 6. His second this season. He had a 67-yarder against the Chargers. Now a 90-yarder. Good response brewing by Seattle here. 1st and goal at the 5. Darnold back to Charbonnet. Bouncing to the edge. Charbonnet towards the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. 5-yard scamper for Zach Charbonnet. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year, and the Seahawks with a big-time response. 0 for 1 in the red zone today. 1st and goal. The fake, Ward on the keep, weaving up the middle, airborne to the goal line, touchdown Tennessee. with 1st and goal at the 1.
And they've got to score quickly here. So this needs to be thrown into the end zone. You got to stay away from the run here in case it gets stuffed.
Ward on the rollout, fires to the end zone, and it's DK with the touchdown. 2nd touchdown catch of the year for Chimere DK. And the Titans within 7. Bucky Irving is the single back. Otten in motion. Look for Otten, not there. Goes the other direction, and it's Tristan Wirfs. The All-Pro with a touchdown. They brought Charlie Heck in. That made Wirfs eligible, and Wirfs with the touchdown grab.
Complementary group coming out onto the field. Real nice job by this Buccaneer offense on this drive.
On 2nd and 5, it's Bucky Irving. Got a block. Towards the goal line. In for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's his 1st of the year. Back in the lineup and back into the end zone.
Some really good blocking on this one.
They throw it a lot down here. 67% of the time they're passing in the red zone. 2nd and 3. Pressure from Nelson. He gets away. Brissett on the run. Throwing on the run. It's Bam Knight, and it's an Arizona touchdown. Outstanding play by Jacoby Brissett to buy time from the rush and find Knight for 6.
Great job with getting his eyes down the field. First down is the big one. So right there, being able to force that incomplete and get him into a 2nd and 10 is a huge plus for the Bucs.
2nd and 10, play action. Brissett to the end zone, it's McBride, and it's an Arizona touchdown. His 8th of the season, and the Cardinals are an extra point away from this being a field goal game.
You know, it's their opportunity to come out here in the second half and start to eliminate the reasons why there's concern over this offense, but we're seeing a lot of the same things we've seen the last few weeks.
And here's Rashid Shaheed, big special teams play, breaking free, and Shaheed all the way to the house, no flags.
This is unbelievable because let's just go back, 83 yards versus the Jets, 75 yards versus the Saints, 50 and 49 yards versus the Colts, and today all the way to the house for a Rashid Shaheed touchdown.
They're at 69% today. The run game has not been in evidence, and Mike McDonald told Allison they want to get that established in this second half. 2nd and 11. Darnold over the middle. Jackson Smith and Jigba on the run. Breaks a tackle. He'll take it all the way in for a Seattle touchdown. 28 yards as Terrell had a shot at him, couldn't yank him down, and it's 19-6 Seahawks.
Yeah, again, he's just...
Feels like they can.
Yeah, defense, special teams, very important. Offense, we've seen him here in the second half getting better. The turnover bug is the one thing that they got to get fixed. That will be exposed, that will be maximized in the playoffs.
Darnold to Cooper Kupp to the end zone, and a touchdown for Cooper Kupp, his 2nd of the year. The ingredients for a deep run in the playoffs. How about an answer drive? Seattle providing another one here, up 29-9.
To this offense here in the second half.
Darnold on 3rd down. Pressure comes to the end zone. It's Jackson Smith and Jigba for the 2nd time today with a touchdown.
This may be a play for all Seahawks.
On first and goal, it's Swift. Nice cutback. Has a lane to the edge. Touchdown, Chicago. Six yards for his sixth rushing touchdown of the year, and it's 6-0. Bears.
Yeah.
Season so far on third down. Third and goal. Burden in motion. Play action. Williams. End zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown.
He's got him beat right from the start. You've got outside leverage in the coverage. And DJ Moore is...
His heart grew 3 sizes. From the 22 on first down. Williams on the roll, directing traffic to the end zone. He throws and it's DJ Moore, his second of the day. Chicago cashes in immediately from 22.
I would love to be in the...
Hand off Swift. Got a block, cuts it back. Swift struggling inside the 5. The high kick into the end zone for the touchdown. 17 tough yards to put 6 more on the board for DeAndre Swift. His second rushing touchdown of the day, and it's 27-3 Chicago.
Nobody better than this Broncos defense.
It's a 4-point play right here. Third and 3. Lawrence floating for the end zone. Washington with the catch. He had Jaquan McMillan draped all over him and somehow secures it for 6.
Well, we've all talked about during the course of this week about Jacoby Myers. It extends what that catch radius is for that player.
Sutton tops in the National Football League in receiving yards on third and fourth down. On third and 5, Nick's looking that direction for the end zone, drops it in to Cortland Sutton. It's a touchdown for Denver.
When you get into a rhythm and your quarterback and receive.
Lawrence looking for Strange to the end zone, diving catch, touchdown Jacksonville. Second touchdown catch of the season for Brenton Strange, and the Jaguars back on top.
There's really nothing fancy here. We have the advantage of seeing this from a number of different angles in super slow-mo, and these guys are calling it in real speed, and they are right the majority of the time.
Hand off Harvey, and now a big run up the middle, breaking tackles, and R.J. Harvey on the move, down the sideline, Harvey diving for the pylon, touchdown Broncos. That's the kind of run Sean Payton was looking for, I think, Daryl.
Yeah, but that wasn't the guy that I suggested they put in, right? That was R.J. Harvey. Play on the ball that really drew the call.
First and goal. Lawrence will keep. Lawrence will walk in, and the Jaguars lead once more.
Again, we talked about it on the other 2 touchdowns. It's just too easy.
In the red zone. Convert on third down. And now first and goal at the 10. ETN out of the backfield. On the edge, the cutback, the broken tackle, the touchdown for Jacksonville.
This is just too easy. We've seen it time and time again. There's a little bit of motion, and it pulls Jahdae Barron inside.
Play of the opening drive. At a first down and 10 near the 13. Tinsley in motion, the other side it goes to Chase, steps through a tackle at the 10, spins at the 5, Chase diving for the goal line, touchdown Cincinnati. 13 hard-earned yards, pick up 6 for the Bengals.
And that's the other element.
2 extra offensive linemen out there, so this is a really big, supersized offense. One of those linemen, Cody Ford's, lined up at the fullback spot in front of Samaje Perine. And on 1st and goal, it is Perine, a little jump cut, and he's in for a Cincinnati touchdown. Third rushing touchdown of the year for Perine.
Yeah, nice job by...
And as a result of the penalty, it's 2nd down and 3 at the 38. Brissett, clean pocket. Wilson is open, and Michael Wilson up the sidelines. Inside the 10, fighting his way down the sidelines. He is in for an Arizona touchdown. Walking the tightrope for 6 from 38 yards out.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here inside the 10-yard line as a Cincinnati defense. Al Golden's, you saved the touchdown.
Illustration of you don't have Budda Baker back there to help out in that run game.
Great point, Kevin.
2nd and 7. Burrow to the air to Chase to the end zone for the touchdown. His 2nd of the day. And the Bengals extend the lead from 8 yards out.
You know, what is our coverage level at Cadence? Joe Burrow being one.
On 1st down, Chase Brown to the goal line, dives across for a Cincinnati touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season, and the Bengals in full control at home. Tying Andy Dalton for the most by a Bengal. And now he's got 3rd and goal. Brown and Perine, a more traditional backfield. And it's Brown. And this time, Brown is in. His 2nd rushing touchdown, a bit delayed. But 6 more on the board, and the Bengals, with 1:38 to go in the 3rd, lead it 36-7. Season. Smiles. This was expected to be a special year. Joe Burrow's injury really derailing the hopes of the Bengals during the course of the season. Brissett under pressure again, steps away, throws for McBride in the end zone, and it's an Arizona touchdown. Jacoby Brissett able to keep it alive and find Trey McBride from 18 yards out for 6. Here a 6-3 lead for the Giants. Blue up the middle, Blue the burst, his 1st NFL touchdown.
Great where for Jackson Dart to go with that football.
Third and 16. He wanted the screen and now flips it out to Bellinger. Daniel Bellinger on the run. How about this one? Touchdown Giants. The most unorthodox touchdown pass of the young career of Jackson Dart.
I mean, you've got an opportunity.
3rd down and 6. They need the 7-yard line for the 1st. Dart looking for the end zone. Open is Tracy. It's a Giants touchdown. We've got pushing and shoving and flags at the end of the play. Tempers flaring. Looks like there's a real... To Phil Maffa. He's into the end zone for his 1st NFL touchdown. It was Jaden Blue in the 1st half. And now Phil Maffa gets his first taste of the end zone to start the fourth quarter. And the pushing and shoving begins anew. Already we've seen one player in. Second and goal. It's Singletary picking his way up the middle, and Singletary down in for the touchdown. As he tumbled down, the ball broke the plane and put 6 more on the board for the New York Giants.
This is a really nice run by Devin Singletary. You hear about those duo schemes.